Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Two Ways to Skin a Cat, a show where we talk career experiences, entrepreneurship, and investments. The main aim is to show that there's more than one way to be successful other than just climbing the corporate ladder. We are a few minutes late today because we had a few technical difficulties. Apologies for that, but we are live on LinkedIn and YouTube, and the show will be available on podcast by tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell to get automatically notified when the next episode comes out. So now, if you're joining us live, drop a one in the comments so that I know I'm not talking to myself, and drop a two in the comments if you're watching the recording. Today, I'll be talking about this problem that some of us have, and many young professionals also have it, of waiting for our lives to start. I've heard many people say, and I've been guilty of it myself, of saying, I'll start enjoying my life when I achieve this goal. I'll start traveling when I've made so much money. My life will be good when I reach the C suite, or when I get married, I will be happy. Always trying to put like a future deadline or a future something on so that, yeah, so okay, my life's going to start then. But has it really started? So if you're not happy now, what makes you think you're going to be happy later? So we need to discuss that word happiness. Life is not designed to be happy all the time. Having a purposeful life is more likely to make you happy than chasing happiness, as an example. So each of us have different wants and needs. So each of our definitions of purpose or of happiness is different. So don't design your life based on someone else's view of what happiness is. While some of you are waiting for life to start, life is actually continuing without you. Now, I'm not saying be reckless with your time, be reckless with your money. I'm not saying that. But don't limit your experiences because you're waiting for some distant future objective or distant future event. Try to design your life so that you can experience some joy now. Design your life so that you enjoy what you do on a daily basis. There's no point suffering at work for 8 to 11 hours and then trying to recover for the rest of that time. That sounds like a bit of a miserable life. And now with things like remote work, and and even if it's just remote work for part of the week, you can design a work day that works for you. So take control of your day. Don't let your day take control of you. If you break it down, life is made up of those individual days. If you feel that your days are controlled by something or someone else, after a while, it will feel like your months and your years have been controlled by something or someone else. You need to take control of your life, take control of your goals. Now, I understand if you first start working, there's a level of, okay, we need to put our head down, we need to grind, we need to try to achieve, but that's not sustainable for 10 years. Just keep that in mind. Also, if your work sees you as a workaholic whose life is her job, guess what they're going to do? They're going to give you more work. Now you have even less time to enjoy your life. I talk about this a lot in my posts, but if you are by the means to travel overseas and see the world, go see the world. My mistake was I was waiting until I was older. I still enjoy traveling overseas, but I think I would have enjoyed it much more if I started earlier. Another thing that I want you to think about is that remember that life is not about achievements. Achievements are nice, don't get me wrong. But the problem with focusing on achievements only is that you might not enjoy the process of getting to that achievement. So, also, as soon as you achieve that goal, after a while, the happiness fades quickly, and you need to set another big goal to get that feeling again. If you can find a way to enjoy the process of getting to that achievement or getting to that goal, then you are enjoying the majority of your time. And I'm not saying it won't be stressful, but at least it won't be miserable all the time. And you don't want it to be miserable. There will always be periods of stress. That's life. But on the whole, you should be enjoying it. There's no point being rich but being miserable and not enjoying your time. Otherwise, what was the point of getting there in the first place? For the audience, I'll be responding to questions towards the end, so please add your questions to the comment section now so that we don't miss them. I'm using new software today, so I'm getting used to it. It all comes back to designing the life that you want. So something people don't realize is you have more power than you realize. If you say, don't say your boss gets to decide, or your parents get to decide, or your spouse gets to decide, because then you are giving up your power. Obviously, if it is your spouse, you might want to have a discussion and come to an agreement first. But so don't blame me for breaking up a happy home, as long as it's happy. Um, and like I was just saying, so if your budget can afford it, buy that fancy car that you like. Obviously, if you're not into cars, don't buy the fancy car. Only buy things. Don't buy things to try to look like you are succeeding. You don't actually care about the thing that you're buying. Spend on the things that you care about, because you'll actually get money. You'll get value from it. Showing, like, just buying things to look good in front of other people is not really going to give you much value. Also, it becomes a lot easier to design your life or to control your life if you have control over your money, if you have control over your budget, and you have control over your spending. If you manage your budget to achieve those goals, then you have control over your life. If you have savings or you can earn extra money, you have more agency and you can take more calculated risks. Having a coach has helped me a lot in terms of thinking about my purpose and what makes me happy. She's challenged me to think differently and not just merely try to follow the norm. Try to be different. Well, not try to be different, just try to be me. Learning about yourself is crucial. And that does take time, don't get me wrong. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And don't be afraid to try different things to test what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy. The only way you're going to figure that out is if you try. If you're trying to guess, I might enjoy this or I might enjoy that, you wouldn't know. In closing, I want to leave you with one message. Remember, this is your life. You are responsible for it. If you want to succeed, it's on you. You can blame other people for not succeeding, but the only person that's going to negatively affect is you. So take charge of your growth, take charge of your life. Remember that the final decision is always yours. Even if you make the wrong decision, you can learn from it and you can change your decision and you can still succeed. That was a short one from us this week. The show has been live on YouTube and should be available on podcast by tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube or listening on the podcast and you feel that it's added value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell to get automatically notified when the next episode comes out.